Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, mercy, and safety to all of the Akim on the highways and byways, preaching the word in sincerity and in truth, and a healthy shalom to the elect. My name is Rawai, and I'm back with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, it is edifying. Okay, I wanted to give my take on the sister who came up to the camp yesterday during camp. The head of our camp and beloved elder Mwanga Bar, he did a land back, not even a land back, Slacky. He did a lesson going into what happened and his take on it. And I want to land back off, our elder brother and give my take on it. Going into maybe not so much of what happened, and I'll give a little bit of that as well, but more of the spirit and the countenance on the woman who actually came up. I want to go into a little bit of that. Yeah, man, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was very spiritual what happened, and so I'll get into it just a little bit. So the sister came up while we were trying to get camp rolling. The audio was there, but the visual wasn't. The sister came up, handed our elder bro the envelope, and basically spoke soft. She spoke fast, and she got up out of there. She basically said, "I've been watching you brothers' channels for a while. Been having a lot of vivid dreams. I wrote them down. I just wanted to come here and give it to you." So she passed off an envelope, pretty nice envelope. She put some care into it. You know what I'm saying? She put some care into the envelope, which is dope. It's pretty cool. And I'll show it here as we begun camp. Our elder brother explained what happened off camera. So yeah, it was beautiful. Let me do that real quick, because that'll pretty much explain more what happened, and then I'll get into a couple of precepts going into the spirit of the woman and then the countenance that she had on her, which was beautiful. All right, so let me play this.
All right, cool. All right, Bob, open up, all right?
Hey, Shalom.
Hold on, my bad. I'm sorry. Before we even go, because we started earlier, but those that didn't catch it, the screen was black and you could only hear the audio, but there was a sister that came up to the camp, and y'all heard her better than me. What she say?
She basically said that she was watching our videos for a long time, and she had some heavy visions that she wrote down. She wanted to give to us.
Wrote it down and passed it on this little envelope over here. Pretty fat, so Lord willing, see what that's about. But point is, we in that time. So yeah, open up, my brother.
All right. So with that, I'd like to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Quadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who are the apostles and elders of Asherallah. Peace and salutations to the Vayaf THAWADAH, the house of David, the hopeful elect. With the prophets of the Lord.
So yeah, just wanted to let that play out. Give it a little more context and kind of be in the moment with it. So yeah, man, the sister came up, and I just wanted to bring out a couple of precepts on again the spirit that the woman came in. It was really dope and spiritual. So I just want to read a couple of these precepts I have. All right, so this is 1 Timothy 2:9. It says, "In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair, or gold or pearls, or costly array." Right? So the sister came up. She was dressed modest. She did have her hair covered. And no expensive, fancy type of clothes she had on. You know what I'm saying? She very modest, very, very decent, clean. Clean, looking woman, and but nothing that's like these typical women nowadays. It's typically a bunch of extraness, right? Um, she wasn't showing none of her, her curves or whatever she had. She was just very modest, man. And I think it's important to note, the countenance and the spirit and actually physically what we've seen as well. All right. It says, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. All right. So she was definitely in that spirit. All right. Verse 11 says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So I'll bring that out also because, again, she had a few words. She was very respectful. She wasn't, she wasn't extra, man. She just wanted to make her point and go. And she did that. And it showed a lot of respect. She approached the church and she had a lot of respect for, the brothers who were before her. All right, the men who were before her. So let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. And like I said, I'll bring that up because she had a few words. She wasn't trying to interrupt. She wanted to do what she did, pass off the envelope and leave. And that's what she did. And that was says a lot about her and what she knows and what she's learned. Because she mentioned that she's watched brothers' channels for years. All right. So that was cool, man. That was cool. Let me read this. Let me go get this. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Yeah, I just wanted to get into again a little bit of the spirit the woman came in. A little bit of the physical traits that we seen, and it was cool, man. This is let me read Titus. Let's see. Titus 2 and 3. It says, no, let me start over 2. Titus 2 and 2. Salakia, let me just read Titus 2 and 1. Titus 2 and 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine, that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. Verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as become of holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. And all of those traits, it seems as if that sister definitely understood the assignment, and she understood these precepts, and she understood how to move as a woman. Okay, she definitely embodied for the short amount of time that we've seen her. But we're good judges of character. Okay, and again, it's her statements alone that proved to us that she's been watching and paying close attention, so she knows some things. All right. So when the scriptures talk about, they be in behavior as become of holiness, not giving too much wine, teaching the young, being sober, being discreet, chaste, keepers at home. She definitely embodied those traits. All right. So I wanted to bring out Titus real quick. And also another point to make was the sister. It was a nice amount of bread, right? It was a nice amount of money, and I was saying myself to the brothers on the ride home, like that couple hundred is hard to come by, man. Like, and clearly she She had modest apparel. She wasn't shiny or flashy or nothing. She truly showed her faith, and how much she believed, because I'm sure she needed that bread she gave, or she could have used it, right? And for her to give it to the brothers along with the visions and dreams, it's a sign of her faith. It's a sign that she believes. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, again, THAWADAH to the sister. Again, this will be a land back off uh, Elder Bro Amawanka Bar's lesson. THAWADAH sister, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah, to the sister. And this will be a land back off that. Because, yeah, man, we want to thank her. I want to thank her, as well, on behalf of the brothers. And, for her spirit, she came in and which is rare. It's very rare. And for the charity that she showed. All right. Let me go here real quick. We go to the book of Proverbs real quick. What's this? Proverbs 31. Let me start at 29. Nope, let me move up. Proverbs 31 and 26. It says, she openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Okay, the sister spoke softly. She spoke with a sense of faith and conviction, confidence. That's the word I was looking for. And it says, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. Yeah, she was very kind. She was very, very, very. She was very serious. She was very serious, and it was fast. Like I said, it was 30, 40 seconds that she stood there. But these precepts most certainly give an in-depth look on, more of the spirit of that woman that approached us. All right. It says, she looketh well to the ways of her household and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he prays of her. And these are the attributes of a virtuous woman. All right. And this sister definitely had that spirit on her. All right. It says, many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. And here's the point I wanted to make in verse 30. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall be praised. Okay? So that sister there clearly fears Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And we pray Yahweh Bashim Yahushua bless that woman for her charity and the spirit that she came in. All right? And if that sister happens to come across this lesson, I'm along Bar's lesson, and so be it. It'll be beautiful that she hears or gets back to her that brothers are giving her, her flowers, so to speak, through the spirit. All right. And we, prayers that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua bless that woman and be with her. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that's it there. See if there's anything else that I want to get. Salakia, give me a sec. Let me read this real quick. Because again, going into the spirit that this woman came in. It says, but I would, 1 Corinthians 11:3, but I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man. All right. And the head of Hamashiach is the Most High, Yahweh. All right. So she came in that spirit where she understood her role as a woman. Okay. And she understood our role as the men. Okay. She understood our role. She understood her role. Okay. And you know, just beautiful, man. Just a beautiful encounter. Very spiritual. I told my brother Ayash, it reminded me of something that I've seen, that I've witnessed, you know, through the videos where the brother came up to the elder apostles on 34th, if I'm not mistaken, years and years and years ago. And he said to the apostles, the Lord is pleased with you, man. The Lord is pleased with you. That was a very spiritual video. Boy, oh boy. I like to watch that from time to time. And then I think he gave alms, if I'm not mistaken. That was, man, could have been an angel, could have, that was a faith booster for me even back then when I seen it years ago. And so this kind of mirrored that. Probably wasn't as heavy for what I felt when I watched that brother come up to the apostles, but this was most certainly on a level, okay, of heaviness and just a beautiful through the spirit, comforting and faith booster for sure. All right. So that's it, man. That's all I got. I just wanted to land back, and go into a little bit about the woman's spirit that she had on her. Lord willing, it was edifying, man. THAWADAH to the sister again. She understood the assignment, man. And, may the Lord be with that woman and all the sisters out there, the few amount of sisters, like the elders, apostles, bishops always say, who are doing what they can to support the body, support the ministry. May Yahweh Shemar shall be with you all. All right. And your children. And send you a man of the Lord if that's for you. All right. So that's it, man. That's all I got. Call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai Bashim Kakudash. If you get anything from this lesson, please know and understand the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. The name of his only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. Those are the names we call on now and in that dreadful day. Shalom.